Hi everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. This is Love Apparel, and in today's video I'm going to be showing us how I went about the cutting and sewing of this beautiful button front crop top slash button flare skirt you saw on my thumbnail. So if this is what you're interested in, you definitely want to keep on watching, and if you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe and hit on the notification bell. Let's get started with this video. So I'm using this pattern paper for my drafting. On the first, on this side I've marked out 2 inch. You can decide to make it 1 inch for the button. You come out with 2 inch before marking. Sorry, I didn't indicate it here. So you come out with 2 inch just the way you mark for any dress that has a band. So I mark my waist to hip line to the length of my skirt. Mind you, I'm using the length of this paper as my length, but on my main fabric I will indicate my my length. I hope you understand. Let's fold the button line in. So on your fabric, you match the button line, you match it on the front. Like I said, you can choose to fold by 2 inch or 1 inch. So when you match it, you now use your button to tack it down to look beautiful. Okay, so you divide your waist by 4, plus 2 inch seam allowance and mark. You divide your hip by 4, plus your 2 inch seam allowance and mark. You connect your line all the way to the length of your skirt. Remember, we are using this pattern paper for the front and back of this skirt, so please ignore the first line. Divide your waist by 2 to get your midpoint. And connect it all the way to the length of your gown. You come down by 1 inch for your pocket. From my pocket I came down by 6.5 inches. I divide it to get my midpoint. I mark 2 inch length, the same as here. I mark 2 inch length. I connect the line. So while joining this pocket cover, you attach it to your skirt before you join your pocket, and tack it down with your button. You can decide to curve it any shape you like. So that is it for the pocket. You split your skirt open, but on your fabric you fold into 2 and spread it on it. So this pocket, you trace it out and cut it on fold. You sew it separately and attach it to your skirt. Like I said, you attach it to the front before joining your pocket, and use your button to tack it down. So on your fabric, remember you are cutting on fold. Make sure the waist is straight, and you give allowance to leave allowance for your waist band joining. So here now you spread your material. You can either spread it by 8, by 10, by 12, depending on how flare you want your skirt to be. So on the down part, you cut it the way you cut your flare, normal flare. So this pattern drafting is for the both the front skirt and for the back skirt. It's the same thing. We are going to be marking our crop top. I'm using the edge as my starting point. So I'm marking from my shoulder to my crop top, which is 19 inches. You can mark yours. I mark my shoulder to chest line, my shoulder to bust point, my shoulder to under bust, and my shoulder to half length. Please, I'm using this pattern paper to mark both the front and the back. So I came in with 2 inch for my button line. I connect it all the way to the length of my crop top. I divide my shoulder into two and mark from the line of my button. I mark 7 inch. I mark 7. My shoulder is 14. I mark 7. So let me fold the button line. So I'm marking for the back now. I mark my neck depth and my neck width. I came in by 3, then by 1.5. That's for the neck back line. I came down by 3 again. That's for my front neckline. I mark 3 by 3, the width 3, the depth 3. That's for my front neckline. I mark 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I came out with 1 inch for my armhole slope. I divide my bust by 4 and mark plus my 2 inch seam allowance. Let me label this chest line, bust point, under bust, half length, and crop top and top length. So I divide my under bust by 4 and mark plus my 2 inch allowance. I divide my half length by 4 plus my 2 inch seam allowance. I connect the line all the way to the length of my crop. I came out with half an inch to connect for my front pattern. Mind you, I'm using this pattern for both front and the back. So when you're cutting on your fabric for the back, you place it this way. After marking, you cut it just the way you see me doing for your back pattern. So that is it for our back pattern. Remember, you're cutting on fold. So let's cut our front pattern. You unfold your button line, you bring it out, then you fold your fabric, unfold, you cut your neckline. So this is how you fold. You place your pattern paper on your fabric. So the button line, you fold it. When sewing, you fold it by 1 inch and tack your button. You cut off your armhole. So you come down with 6 inches for that imaginary pocket at the chest of your top. So you come out with 1 inch and mark 4 inch thereabout. just like we did at the first. You're going to trace it out on fold. When you trace it out on your fabric, you sew it, you stitch it on fold, you stitch it and sew it on the line, then tack your button on it. So we have come to the end of this tutorial. Please, if you are still yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe and hit on the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload. And now I'm going to see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.